My name is Andrew Spencer, aka Andy the Crumpet, the Foxcat Poet. As we are cascading towards a dystopian totalitarian state wasteland, I thought I would bring you this fantastic little poem about mental health, because it feels almost like we're all a little crazy these days. So here is The Clinic by Andrew Spencer. We rarely see the other side of all the truths and facts and lies. The clinic. Maybe you can close your eyes and imagine with me, if you will, a drab, an endless corridor filled with skittled little rainbow pills, the only rainbows known to kill. Can you imagine posters of recovery and psychotropic medleys of clozapine and dying dreams where human rights change hourly? There's walls that stretch with healthy eating guides. There's charts and graphs that give advice to the shuffling pajama conga line. Silhouettes feeling oh so fine. Well, yes. Imagine spending time within these walls. Come on. Take a tour through the magnetic locked doors. Kick off your shoes and slide along those antiseptic corridors. But don't mind old mate Jim. He shits on the floors. He says, the toilet's out the wall. They won't steal my turds no more. Yes, it's hard to tell what's more obscene within this awkward parody, but you've bought the ticket, so let's take the ride. Oh wait, here comes Jim again, paying no mind. He lived under a bridge before he did here reside. Now Jim whispers in my ear, you're just a little static blue. No, the radio is not talking to you. Let's face it, mate, by gaslight true, how can you stand on the edge and not know what to do? And he says, this is Jim, he says, as frazzled nurses eyeing me, wearing back-to-back shifts, drenched in caffeine. Sonny, these nurses too are victims of this mental health mulching machine, so Jim flits and he flickers as fluorescent light falls. Did you know they never turn off the lights in these cold, cold corridors, and there's always screaming dramas and requests for phone calls? Doctor, please, there is no quiet. Are you okay? There is no quiet. Are you okay? You seem defiant. Maybe we should change his diet. We're psychiatrists. We stand on the backs of giants. Well, this clinical place seems so far from wellness. I'm requesting a transfer to outer space. I hear they got great facilities on the moon. Son, how about we move you to a private room? So here we are, we're not gone far, not too far now from the norm, yet somehow we've sailed into the heart of the storm, where the walls conspire with the schizo-affective and they laugh at the sad, beautiful poetry of the bipolar defective. I've come to the conclusion that this place is infective. Let me out. Let me out. Mission Control, give me a new directive. Oh, here you go, Sonny. Have a sedative injective. We need to calm this jagged tide. It's the lonely and the rejected we seem to find that struggle most with their peace of mind. Trapped awake now in this clinical prison. Jim's whispering in my ear, get comfy, boy, this is where you'll be living. Don't you remember when you came inside? They took your shoes with a distrusting smile. Yeah, this place is too noisy. Madness squawks off the walls, the telephone stings, and the TV smears shit down the halls. Sorry, Jim. I know that's your job.
They're taking our jobs.
Jim cries, and by the way, there's no butter knives. Make the toast with your hands. It's for your safety, you understand? You see, our medications are designed to help with your head. However, side effects may include a resemblance to the Walking Dead. But we've decided that you're safer without personality or feeling, so please, just fall into line on our conveyor belt of healing. No one could ever understand why you'd want to be dead, so we've taken down all the clocks. We prefer to use sessions instead. For time is undefined once you're admitted inside. You know, Lewis Carroll's Alice never had such a ride. Did you eat the mushrooms? You could have died. So welcome. No, this is not a sci-fi dream. You'll learn to block out the endless taunts and the screams. Hypnosis. Maybe we can draw from a dream-like life where scowling nurses give up their fight and notions of hope are met with open insight and the clouds disappear and the sun is so bright. But as for the nightmares, well, we've had our fair share, and burnout caseworkers can't be expected to care. And I care for my thoughts more than I care to leave them behind. I made it out. I'm still alive. But the system wants you to believe in a magic eye. But if your eyes linger too long, like mine did, you might notice the lies. See, there are places that lie empty and dark inside, and the truth of this place is their pretty tapestry of lies. What behaviours are justified where the sun never shines? We've one thread to unravel this entire lifeline with a truth that loops into a noose. Like my ward mate, Sweet Jane, she was the proof. They found her hanging from the roof. I borrowed her socks, man. She was cool. She didn't mind. But only later did I find out why. She was busy swinging from a doctor's tie. So hey, Doc, will you grant me permission to celebrate hope? Don't bullshit me, answer. You will, or you won't, or will you lead me to the cliff with just enough rope? Like my friend with the socks, you sure helped her to cope. See, this place is a cauldron in which we're all boiled alive, and if I weren't an artist, I wouldn't have survived. So I say thank you to Jim and Jane and to all the nurses too, but to the system and them fancy doctors, I only have one thing to say to you. I reference the stories scrawled upon toilet stall walls by those who don't really want to know more. Harden the fuck up. Drink a cup of concrete. You're being too sensitive. Well, I had it worse. You think that's bad? You should see my Facebook wall. Yeah. Oh. And P.S. I'm not crazy for freaking out about Fukushima, the 9/11 conspiracy, or the ongoing effects of the funky cold Medina. Just one more word on this place. That beautiful soul that you stole. I'll never forget her face. Man, she was cool. She let me borrow her socks. She didn't mind. But I stopped believing in your system when I heard that she exhaled for the last time. And that's The Clinic by me, Andrew Spencer, Andy the Crumpet, my poet's name, published and created by Raised Ink Press. And I hope you all have a really good year and a really fantastic future. There is so much more that unites us than what divides us. Poetry is amazing to me because it's helped me understand how language can be a tool that brings us together, that can drive us apart. So I urge you all to follow your heart and remember what is most important and what might be the trivial things that they want you to think is important.